a fucking dinosaur, and I don't like it, and everyone else does.
Okay, hold on. We would still keep OAuth as an option, or would we not have it as an option at all?
No, you have both, for sure. I just want to have the option to do... I'd like to have the option to do a regular register. You know, just type in an email, type in a password, confirm it, and I'm done. See, Irisan said, Harkden, you're not wrong. I researched this when making my website. You should have both. Oh, that settles it.
Oh, so I can dox motherfuckers. I like the idea of making it contingent upon supplying a valid email address. Hell yeah, fucking fine.
You're not going to get access to that. I want you to remember that. So you and other streamers will not have...
I'm a part owner in the business, motherfucker. I'm going to learn MySQL just so I can access these databases. You better fucking believe it. You're you're telling me you're going to have this many IPs available if we get hundreds of viewers or hundreds of streamers? You better believe I can be searching these motherfuckers. I got IPs stored in my computer where I'm going to find these people someday. You better believe this whole project is just so I can hunt some of these motherfuckers down. God damn, I'm excited. I've already talked to Slug. I've already got my backdoors implemented in the code. I've already got my GUI made. I can pull information from these databases. I'm ready to go, dude. All right, it seems pretty split, 50-50. So yeah, I mean, it seems like a valuable feature to have.
I already talked with Slugalisk, and we're just going to put a fake backdoor where it gives you a random IP address, and you're like, I got you, motherfucker.
I've got things I can cross-reference. I got IPs from a multitude of sources. I'm ready to go, dude. I'll know if you guys are fucking lying.
Can we not fucking, cause this project to be failed when this thing is on live stream fail right now?
Nobody complains when Batman takes out criminals, okay?
Oh my god.
Just chill.
It'll be an adult run company. I just want everyone watching to know that
it will be an adult run company. And if you fuck with me, there's going to be some adult consequences.
No, that's not true. All right, guys, your information is safe with us. Trust me.
I built a whole network attached storage system so I can log everything. Ooh. All right. Do you have the ability to create your own? Okay, so account. Okay, so yeah, sure.
There we go.
We probably two-factor. Is that trivial or is that very difficult?
Trivial.
You sure, like texting and people for two-factor authentication, or would we only do it via email?
There's a service. You can just implement it.
Okay. This page is pretty static. Not much streamer input. Account page. Users should have access to all of their account information here.
User name change? Yes. If you pay money. Absolutely. We're going to do it like eBay style. If you change your username, there's going to be a little asterisk and people can say formerly known as fucking Dunebug.
Okay, so ability to change username. It should, I'm going to say should be contingent on subscription/donation contributions. Should definitely be gated behind some kind of paywall to prevent mayhem because if anybody could change their name.
No, it's always going to be a payment. It doesn't matter if you're tier 4 or tier 1. Just do it like Blizzard does. Blizzard charges for name changes, same shit.
Oh, charge a flat fee for name change?
Yep. $20 or whatever.
$20?
I think that's what Battle.net charges. Someone find out.
Oh, I'm thinking like $20 for a name change?
Absolutely not. No way. 20. That's a fucking high demand thing. Are you shitting me?
$20?
Yes, $20.
That's like the cost of some Steam games.
Dude, these motherfuckers can't change their name at all right now. You want to change your name?
They email me and I change it to them for free.
Well, that's just fucking bad business.
Okay, that price point is probably going to be $5. Well, me and
no,
Rick will argue about that later.
Oh my god,
$20 is prohibitively expensive. I think
what is Battle.net? Okay, go to Battle.net. Battle.net lets you pay to change your battle tag. Your battle tag.
How much?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking someone in chat to go find out.
Change battle tag. I guarantee. There's no way it's $20, dude.
Okay, we'll see right now.
Battle tag change. Account services. $10. That's for Blizzard games. $10.
So fucking what?
Okay, that's us meeting in the middle. There? That's us meeting in the middle, okay?
Oh, for fucking Pete's sake. All right, whatever.
Okay.
You got fucking chat better be nice. You guys won't change your fucking usernames at all. You'll be stuck exactly where you are, worrying about payments. You don't have to change your name.
Jesus Christ.
$20 is fine, but whatever. I'll go to 10. All these fucking poor people.
Current subscription status. Your account page will show your username with the ability to change it. You'll see your current subscription status. It'll show when the subscription ends. We should include a button to upgrade. right? Or
yes.
to renew or whatever.
Final Fantasy 14 charges $10 for name changes.
Hold on a second.
You won't believe how many times I've seen people change their names still.
Nice. Okay. Your email will be displayed on the page. I guess we I don't know how you feel about this, like user input for address, yes or no? Do you think that's really bad? Or do you think that's okay? We're treating these accounts as pretty securely, right?
Hey, a user can show you can show them their own stuff. Sure.
Okay, yeah. Well, like it would be user input, right? I like the address option because it makes giveaways so much fucking easier. If I do giveaways in chat and I can just look up the address to send it, it's way easier than trying to email and flag people.
You're not going to have that option to look up their email. You'll have the option to click and send that person an email.
No, not look up email. I'm talking about address. I'm sorry. I'm talking about your address, your physical address. Yeah, I don't like giving that to the viewer or the streamer. How would we manage this then?
They'd have to email back and forth. That's it. So if you win the fucking giveaway, okay, fucking Derpstiny, email me and then I'll do it. You know, something like that. Or I'll email you from your account and respond with your address. Perfect.
Yeah, there's no way I can give this to the streamer. Never mind. You're right. Can I get we need an advanced mode of this page that I can, or maybe I'll just keep. Do you think this?
No, you don't get access to anyone's stuff. Okay, stop asking. It's not happening. You're too dangerous.
Okay, so the question is, should I this is like a personal question, or maybe you don't have the answer. Should I maintain my own personal site, or am I switching over to this platform? I'd probably just maintain. Over. Oh.
You gotta dog food your stuff, man. You don't get to be on something different. Expect everyone else to be on something.
Okay, but I'm gonna need like a special admin version.
No.
I paid $5 for a robot
Harkton,
to say things.
This is a non-negotiable.
It's 2017.
Listen,
down,
you being able to look up the IP of people
peace,
is not priority in trying to create a business that's gonna make you
I'm not gonna
priorities.
Well, okay, this will be.
It really makes me wonder how much fucking time you spend looking through people's information.
I love being able. You see that guy?
That's fucking scary. No, I don't want to know. In fact, do not say this on stream. Okay, anyone watching, he never looks up your information, and that will never happen on this site as well. Being serious, not meaning he will not have access to do it. I have to say that because you fuck everything up for me before this isn't even fucking started.
You know what, Harkton? You need to just chill out, okay, my dude?
Okay, what's the next thing?
You're not streaming, are you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, motherfucker, okay. You're streaming.
This is the guy that was DDoSing me. Look at that shit, dude.
Look
at all that information. Family members, Facebooks, phone. Oh my God, Harkton, I need this power. Harkton, I need this.
I'm not involved. No, I'm not looking because there's nothing to click. He didn't send me anything.
Okay. So for email, ability to email a user, similar to like Craigslist is what you're talking about, right? Like I think on Craigslist you can like push a button to send an email, but you don't actually.
So you're going to be able to go to, for instance, Dunebug's profile page. I don't know if there'll be a profile page, but you'll be able to search for him in the members page and click email, and then there'll be a little form to type out whatever the fuck you want to send. And we might even not allow people to email. Probably not, because emails are expensive. So probably just admins can email.
Okay, so we need to stress that to the user that their information is is walled off from the streamer, right?
Yeah, everything has to be walled off from the streamer. Actually, I talked about this with
Slugalisk.
Someone earlier. We can't even show them like the accounts that they're offed with, right?
The OAuth stuff. Yeah, of course, because you can talk to people with that shit too. I know. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm learning a lot as I go about what I can and can't show people.
Listen, Harkton. Shh, just chill. Okay. So obviously there has to be like a security section under the account area. Option to never receive emails, option to change password or your listed email, ability to see what your authorization information is and to change that if you want to, right? Extra accounts. Oh, this is just an extra section if you want to enter in like your Minecraft ID or something if the streamer needs access to this or wants to give like any kind of benefits to somebody, right? Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yes. Yeah. We do need that, but I got to think about the best way of doing that because that's kind of a custom data field and we want to have an API so that people, this might be a V2 thing, obviously, but I want someone like Polecat to create an app, right, that you as a streamer can pay $20 a month for and then have that functionality on your site.
Yeah, we're talking about like that extension idea that I kind of talk about, like these opt-in, pay-for features or whatever.
I 100% agree with you. Yeah. $5 is already a
but
silly
that would be the
amount.
type of place where you can enter
It's
that
not a game or something
data.
where someone wants to change their identity regularly and can be extorted.
Now, one thing we will allow, okay, is we will tie accounts to each other. without giving that data. So for instance, if there's someone who has 2 accounts in DGG, you'll be able to see that those 2 accounts are from the same user, basically, like that they share a same IP address. You won't see the IP, but you'll see that those accounts are linked. So for instance, if you go look up Dunebug, you're going to see possible Sock Puppet accounts, and it'll have a list below that.
Okay. Wait, you would give the streamer access to that information?
Yeah. So if you, I think
Smurfs?
that's important. Yes, exactly. But you're not going to get to see their IP. You'll just see that Dunebug has Dunebug 2, Dunebug 3, Trap Lover, all that type of stuff.
Okay. On the account page, we'll have last login info, like the time, IP address, authorization information, just basic security stuff. This page is pretty static, not much streamer input, except for maybe specific games you want or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So do you want a broadcast page, or do you just want that to be the main page?
I thought we were coming back to this tomorrow.
Well, yeah, but this is kind of because I've got a separate page listed as a broadcast page. Do you want a broadcast page at all, or is this where you don't want this page to exist? You just want it to be the
what
main
is
page?
The broadcast page? You mean like big screen?
Yeah, Destiny.gg/big screen.
Let's come back to that tomorrow to figure out how the homepage might work.
Well, let's say I concede the homepage idea to you, that I want the stream embed to go there. If the stream embed is there,
then no.
Then you don't want a broadcast page at all. Okay.
I don't understand the use of it. It would just be duplicate content, right? There'd be no reason.
Yep, you're right. You're right. Okay. So I'll just mark this as subject to deletion. Well. Yeah, never mind. Okay, I'll think about it. Okay. Do you like the idea of having a standalone chat page? I like it a lot. Okay.
Yep.
So
the same you have here with a pop-out button.
Yep. Okay. Standalone chat, user list included, ability to log in from this page if you're not currently logged in, I think is important. And then this page is pretty static. I like the idea of having a merchandise page. Do you? I think a lot of streamers sell shit. Or do you think this is something that should be like part of the blog, or what?
It's kind of like a custom section, right? Like if you want to list your PC build or anything else, I think you should kind of be able to do whatever you want there as far as like basic HTML, have an image, have a link, bullets, that type of stuff.
Gotcha. I had that listed on like a part list page.
Yeah, I think you can kind of combine that. Like you can do custom blocks, if you will. Just kind of, I think you can do that on Twitch, right? You can just make blocks and you can put in basic HTML. Is that how they do it?
Maybe, yeah.
I don't think we need to like set it out to like an Amazon page or a, whatever page. I think we can just kind of have this one carry-all that they can use for multiple things.
So I'm just going to call these customizable link pages. Do you think that's okay?
Sure.
So people can put like merchandise or for part lists or art supplies or cosplay material, shit like that, right?
Yep. One other thing we didn't go over, and I'm not sure if it's in one of the other things, is I mentioned the invite system. I think that's, if we don't have an invite only system, which I really do want to have for launch, but if we don't have that, we need to have some sort of, sounds so stupid to say, but you need like a verified button or like a partner button or something like that. Something that signifies that you're different than someone who just signed up on the website. If for no other reason, even if you cut them down 1% on fees or whatever, those things are huge draws, that type of stuff. The ability to stand out. Like the blue checkmark on Twitter does fucking jack shit, but people go batshit for having it. Being a partner on Twitter or on Twitch doesn't really change anything, minus the ability to get the donations, but people go batshit to be a partner versus an affiliate. Yeah, you saw him moving. He was excited.
Mr. Mutoni.
Does Twitch let you do broadcasts that are password protected?
I don't think so, but maybe they do.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, another function I think we might want to have, I'm not sure of the usage yet, but a turn off my website button. I know that sounds fucking ridiculous, but literally that.
That just offlines your shit?
Yeah, it'll just put up a custom message that you can define. So something like, taking a few days off, whatever, something along those lines, and all functions of the site are disabled. So people can't donate, they can't subscribe, any of that type of shit.
Huh. Okay. So, I'll write that up at the top, okay? Hold on.
It doesn't have to be a V1 thing. That can easily be V2. I just wanted to kind of put it in there for us to remember. It would be everything. The reason we'd have that functionality is if you're taking 3 weeks off and you didn't want someone to like accidentally subscribe or get a mistake.
Yeah, that's retarded. I mean, I would still collect the money, but I understand what you're saying. We can provide the option, I guess, for it. Maybe, depending on that might be really difficult to do, but
well, people can still send you money, all right? But
well, that actually might be prohibited.
Or maybe if there's a shitload of drama. Does that mean
if we offline it, are we gonna have to like cancel billing agreements that we've established?
Well, no, it's part of this shit, right? So we're gonna have hosted blogs, all this other stuff. If all of a sudden there's some like serious fucking drama that comes up about you, and you're like, I don't want to deal with this shit. I feel like if you own your website, you should have the option to turn your website off to stop whatever this type of thing is happening, right? If people are quoting logs or something like that, you can just, if you really fucked up, do we want to give them the option to say, fuck it, I'm turning it off? Or are we just going to let them delete everything, which would really be shit?
I mean, like, there's people are still going to post on like Reddit and Twitter and shit. I feel like this doesn't help anything like that. Like, I'm trying to think of a use case for this.
Like, we could come back to it. Just, skip it. It's not that important. Like, a lot of forums have an offline mode for whatever reason. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
Have you ever seen it? Okay.
I've never seen it before. Wait, really?
Yeah, like every forum has an offline mode where you can turn off the forum, but it doesn't matter. Just let's move the fuck on.
Shut it down. Okay. I think that I understand. So I agree with you about the customizable link page that you can combine like part list merchandise into that. I think there should always be like a separate sponsor page though. I think that should be delineated aside from the customizable link page, that there should be like sodapoppin.tv or desk.gg/sponsor. I like the idea of having that like landing page being differentiated from the other landing pages. Do you think, or no?
What would be on there?
This is where you would have like a link to a sponsor with either affiliate links or some other kind of trackable shit. Like basically, like I should be able to go and find out who you're sponsored by at any point in time. I think that this is like an important value thing. Or no, do you not?
Yeah, but aren't sponsors going to want to kind of be on your main page? They're not going to want to be on a sub page, right? Or at least on the.
Oh yeah, no, this wouldn't be the only place, but it would just be a nice place to have like a collection of them listed there. Like these are my sponsors or whatever.
I don't think we need it. I think you can make do with just one of the blocks below your stuff, as long as we make that stuff easy to use.
I think so.
But I mean, we're trying to keep it simple, right?
Yeah,
we're trying to take away elements instead of adding
them. Yeah. Okay. I'll get rid of it completely.
Like there's some things that are important to have, like a scheduling system could be really useful for a lot of streamers, like building that in, like next stream is live in X minutes or whatever. That type of stuff could be cool.
Oh shit. We should have a calendar page. Probably, right?
Probably import from Google Calendar, I'm guessing.
Yeah, hold on.
You can just put that as a possible, because it might not be hard to do a simple system.
Okay. Yeah, so these are just the main pages outlined by the website, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, this was the biggest one. So I'm going to close this for now. This is what we would expect to be on our 1.0 release. So exit this out. Okay. Whew. All right, are you ready? Are you tired yet?
I'm ready.
Are you okay?
Am I tired? Are you sure you don't need a break to fucking do some Twitter debates?
Yeah, let me check my Twitter real quick.
No, I was joking. Don't actually.
Okay. Okay, so now this page that I linked you now, this is everything to do with the chat, okay?
Okay.
You okay? What was that K for?
Yeah, I was saying okay. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, everything you could imagine having to deal with the chat should be listed here. Everything that would need to be specified to Slugga to make the chat work. So
let's see how much stuff you missed.
Oh, I'm sure I missed a lot. That's why I'm talking to you. We're going over it. Okay.
All right.
So in-house chat. So our basic overview, a fully functioning chat that rivals and surpasses Twitch chat on features is one of the most, let me read this again. A fully functional chat that rivals and surpasses Twitch's chat on features is one of the most integral aspects of the site. It serves as a platform where viewers can communicate with the streamer and with each other, and that also serves a key role in community building both on and off stream. This chat also gives viewers a chance to showcase their support for the streamer with both subscriptions and donations. Okay, that is our general overview, okay?
How about a page that shows blacklisted games?
Sorry, fuck.
So we know that you will never play SC2 again. Feels bad, man.
Nice, man. Okay, I just have, I list the pages where this would be integrated in. So you would see the chat in the broadcast page, which may be the home page, I guess.
Wait, I forgot about two things. We need the integrated poll. Is that a thing? That's a thing.
That'll be a chat thing if you want it to be, okay?
Is that a chat thing? I guess we could make it a chat thing.
Well, where else would you integrate it at? It's like a side pop-up thing on the site?
Yeah, do you want people voting in chat? Like 1 to vote for this, 2 to vote for that?
Well, you can make it vote inline in chat, and they could type in like something like /vote space 1.
So it's like a widget inside of chat, basically.
Yeah, I feel like that's
sticky. Yeah, okay. All right, yep. Oh, I can't wait for that chat. And the tiered subscription are going to have more votes on it. Oh my God. And you can donate to have more votes on something. So the next time, dude, you could just be a millionaire. All you'd have to do is put up a poll. What game do I play for the next week? Holy fucking shit. How much money would you make off that? That'd be amazing.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Could you say that one more time?
No, I'm not doing it. I saw Mutant yesterday. You missed it. You're not going to get to know. It was too bad. It was a lot of money for you, too.
It was, you said, imagine if you could integrate a poll and have subscribers pay to vote more or something?
Something.
Yeah, that was it.
Yes.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Donate $1,000 for Hearthstone. Destiny still doesn't play it. Harkton never gave me $1,000 for Hearthstone. Stop spreading these rumors in chat, okay? Fuck off.
I'd have to go back through my logs and see. I believe there was some sort of payment.
It was $400 to play Hearthstone.
I mean, you're the one who fucked up there. Yeah, you got to rank 1, and there was an extra $600 if you made it to Legend.
Exactly, and I didn't want to go to Legend.
What am I doing in business with a guy who can do a move like that? That's what I want to know. It's like you get all the way there, you're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm good. Let me play
Because at the end of the day, Harkton, I always have my sanity, okay? Do you see what I engaged in on Twitter? Do you know how important my sanity is to me, okay?
Oh, okay. All right.
Hold on, wait. Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Before you talk, I don't want to miss anything because every word you say is so valuable to me, and I miss it when I'm distracted. So hold on 1 second. Okay, and then, oh shit. Free to chat in 45 minutes. The app is really close to done. My mobile app that Harkton is completely set against. I'm so excited. Okay.
I'm not. It's great now because we can integrate it with this. It was stupid if it was just for your website. If I can use it, then it's fine.
Well, I don't know if we'll be able to, but we'll see how much work. Well, if he's capable of doing this and you like it, at least we know we can hire him again to work on this. But I don't know if he'd be able to clone it for this. But yeah, okay. Okay. What do we... Okay. In-house chat. So the pages that the chat would be available on would be the broadcast page or maybe the home page if that becomes our broadcast page. And then it would be available on a standalone chat page. There's no other pages that this chat would be integrated on, correct? You agree with that?
Correct.
Okay. So chat is going to be very similar from one streamer to the next with the core functionality remaining essentially untouched. The key differences will be things like emotes where the streamer will be expected to supply their own images to be used.
We'll have preset packages. When you first come in, I imagine... we can probably hire like Aaron or someone else like that. But essentially what we'll do is we want to have like probably 3 or 4 preset emotes. You can just click and load those in already and be good to go. But also the option to, as we spoke about before, load in custom ones, complement it, or have your own whole entire set. And then there's links to, like, as you mentioned, like service providers for people to make custom emote sets and the whole thing.
Okay, we can provide a handful of preset emotes to the streamer with the ability to add custom provided emotes in the future. Okay, so tell me if you agree with this or not, okay? I think that the ability to reciprocate with as many platforms as possible is really important in terms of integration. Do you agree with that in general or no?
What do you mean?
That the more we can reciprocate, the better. I'm trying to think of what I mean by this. So, like, let's say that I create an emote on this platform. It would be really cool if we had a way to, like, automatically register that with, like, Better Twitch TV. Do you think, or do you think that's not very important? You don't think so?
Nope, not important.
You really don't think so?
No, I'm not building this. Listen, those are leeches to us, okay?
Well, right now we're leeching them, though.
No, Better Twitch TV will adapt to us if they care. I'm not making shit easier for them. That's their fucking job. If they want to integrate, they can do something, and I might fucking block it, to be honest. So I'm not even thinking about that.
No. I'm not talking about having Better Twitch TV on our servers. I'm just saying that, like, if an emote is registered here, it can be automatically registered on Better Twitch TV. I don't know, to give it more impact. Or do you think it just shouldn't exist? You don't think at all?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm all fucking DMCA that shit right the fuck away.
Okay. Key question: should chat? Well, we can't DMCA because we're not going to own the content rights to the emotes.
We'll own our own emotes, that the existing sets. If I see those things outside of our sites, that's it. There's going to be a little license. You, the streamer, are allowed to use my emotes, but that's fucking it. You put these on Twitter, you're donezoed. I own you. Anyways.
Okay. The app guy said he's ready to talk now. Do you want to talk now, or do you want to finish the chat page and then we can chat with him?
After.
Okay. Give me like 15 minutes. I don't know, maybe a little longer. Okay. So, key question. Should the chat have all the necessary features built into it, configured by the streamer? Oh, here's a question that I kind of am wondering about, and I actually lean more towards the integrated side. I like the idea of never having a bot in chat, that everything is accessible via chat functions themselves. What do you think about that? Or do you think that bots should be used?
What do we use a bot for right now? Like, what do the bots do?
So, like, right now, I can stalk Toothless, right? I think it would be better to just be able to type in /stalk Toothless, which you can already do on my site, right? I think
that's just display based, right? The bot, if you just didn't show that it came from bot and it just gave you the answer, you wouldn't even know there was a bot. So that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like so that like, because it doesn't mess you up chat. So like, for instance, if I want to find out like what other people are watching, if this is a feature we get on our site, if I type in !strim, I should be able to type in /strim or something.
That's another thing. Those have to be on our chat. I hope. Is that in here? Over Russell mode?
No,
that needs to be in.
That's like
No, that's fine. Totally legal.
What?
It's legal.
No, I know it is. I'm just not sure what all that entails.
It's just the ability to. We can deal with that later. Just add it and we'll talk about it.
Okay, I'll put it at the bottom of the document.
We're gonna put fucking Over Russell out of business with one full swoop. I love it.
Bots can also be used for community building if you have humorous bot comments here and there. Yeah, the streamer will be able to add a bot if they want, but I just don't know if we should make any integral features or essential features tied to a bot, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'll just have this here. So we should be able to do most chat things without a bot, right? You agree with that?
I mean, I think you can do everything now without a bot. It just shows that it will still... this is more of a slugless question. Like, yes, the answer will be yes. It's just how it's displayed. Will a user think that a bot is sending it to them, or will they think that it's just the chat system itself sending it? It's just display.
Sure.
I mean, it's still going to be a thing listening for something to be said and responding back. You know what I mean?
Well, oh, no, wait. No, I think functionally it would be different.
Oh, you just want to have it as commands that the system responds to. That's fine, too.
Correct, yeah.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, okay. So there wouldn't be a bot user connected that's listening on a separate program that has syntax that it's trying to match or something?
Oh, no, that wouldn't be the case anyways.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. It would literally be something built into the code of the chat itself, right? Rather than a connected user with a script. Okay, so display. Okay, so this is just design philosophy that I've written here. I don't know if you agree or not. Chat should be kept as clean as possible. Consistent emote design, easy to read text, easy to perceive features. The goal should be to have a chat that looks similar to the Destiny GG chat and as far away from the BTTV chat as possible. I wrote that. That's kind of
but consistent emotes is the thing you're farthest away from ever. Like your Abathur fucking thing is like six emotes wide.
Well, there are a couple of like special ones, but I like those. Those are super dank as fuck, okay?
So not a consistent one then.
Just consistent doesn't mean everything has to be exactly the same. But like for instance, like all of my emotes follow a certain height. There's a level of quality that's expected. The way that there aren't any like GIFs or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, mine could do a little bit better. But basically, I'm just saying that. Like,
so you mean the opposite of like the campsite type of chats where it's like GIFs and things like that. It looks like a MySpace chat. Going
I can't bring them up on stream. But like, yeah, if you look at the like Chatterbait or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, or I think Hitbox let you do it too. Hold on, can I find? Are there any Hitbox streams? 26 viewers. Holy shit! It's Smashcast now. They changed the site hardcore.
Watch out, SBK fans! The most loved and popular toy is on a big adventure, touring live and coming to your city.
Is this where people go to what?
When they get banned from Twitch?
No, that's YouTube Gaming. Oh my god, there's less than like 100 viewers on this site. How have they not spent money to acquire someone? I don't understand.
They probably don't have any shekels. What are you going to do?
They have the money to build out all of this tech, but they don't have money from investors.
This shit was probably like left over. Video streaming now is easy peasy.
Maybe. I don't know.
What do you mean?
It might be. I don't know.
It is.
Well, easy now, but it wasn't like 3 or 4 years ago? Because 3 or 4 years ago, it was very, 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 very fucking difficult. I have a hard time believing it.
There's any connection.
Fuck, it's been completely solved, no?
It's easy.
Okay. Okay, I can't view anything here. No one's chatting because this whole site is dead as fuck. Okay.
Fine.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Okay. So basic feature. Okay. Oh, so these are just basic features on like what do you see in chat, right? I think that toggleable timestamps is important. I think user icons, right? You can see. We'll have user icons, right? Kind of like my Bob Ross head, which probably shouldn't be there because that's probably a copyright meme, and then like the Twitch symbol and stuff like that.
Yes, and yes.
Okay, we can make those toggleable for the users as well. Username is obviously displayed there with the color and whatnot, contingent upon sub-level. Do you like the idea of making light and dark themes, or is this like not a meme that you care about, or that we should care about?
No, I don't think light and dark themes, personally.
Okay, fuck that. I see a lot of people talking about that shit. I like the feature underlining not safe for work and not safe for life stuff. I think that should be an essential chat feature. I like that.
How would that work?
How it works right now on my site. So www.google.com, not safe for work. See how it automatically underlines the site?
Oh. I didn't know it did that.
You've never noticed that?
I never noticed the underline. I just looked for where it said NSFW.
Oh, no, the underline is really key, right? So you can tell not safe for life and not safe for work links right off the bat. It's really important, I think. How have you never noticed that?
Well, first off, I'll click all links in chat. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
But I wouldn't do an underline. I'd do some sort of more aggressive highlight, probably.
You really... Highlight sounds ugly as fuck. You really don't...
Well, you want it to stand out, don't you?
Well, hold on. I have to pull this. Did you know not safe for work, not safe for life?
Don't lie. Don't lie, you motherfuckers. Don't lie, okay?
Yeah,
did you look for where it said NSFW?
No, I just noticed.
Oh, there's going to be a bunch of fucking lying motherfuckers in here. I already know it. None of you fuckers knew.
I thought this was like something that everybody saw.
Like, I'm not fucking comparing, like, interesting. This link has a dotted underline. Oh, this one's that. I'm just fucking clicking the link. I'm not looking at, like,
you don't see the underline underneath?
I did. Whenever I look at it, I would just assume, that's how links are. I don't know. I'm not comparing each link and seeing how it's different. Look, see, there's dozens of us. Dozens of us. It's not as widespread as you thought.
I've been here for 4 years. I never noticed.
What there you go. See?
Okay, hold on. So underlines for not safe for not safe.
You could even have.
How about not safe for work or not safe for life tag shown on highlight, so that it's like a double whammy.
Or like when you hover over the link, it says, like a thing shows up when you hover over right
that's
about.
That's what I mean. When you hover over the link on highlight. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. So I'll say on hover. Sorry. Okay. Harkton, how did this Halloween costume get leaked? Where did you post this in Discord?
What?
Did you post your cat costume in Discord?
What the fuck? All right, I'm trying to be serious. Is it out in chat right now?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Motherfuckers. They're just jealous that I feel comfortable in any clothes.
Okay. Okay, so this is just like basic display information for chat then. Do you have anything else that needs to be in here under basic display information?
Combos enabled or not?
Oh yeah, sure, that can go under here. Chat combos, functionality similar to DGG. I don't think there's nothing more needs to be said there. What else? I think that's it. There was one other thing that I was thinking of, but I don't remember what it was. I'll think about it later. Okay. Okay. Features available to the streamer. I think the ability to have sub-only mode, I think, is important. I think it would be cool to customize levels of sub-only mode.
I don't know if... Yes, okay.
Like, I should be able to set, like, sub-only mode to level 3, and only tier 3s and above can talk.
Yeah, and you would do that. So in the admin panel, so it has to be inline. I don't know what your chat looks like, but I imagine there's, like, an admin functions button. Mm-hmm. And if you click that, there should be something. You go up to sub-only mode and then a bunch of checkboxes, and you can just choose the level.
Yeah, actually, I totally missed this. Going back to our core feature list on the streamer website, maybe we need an admin page, I think. And that's where we could have these features, do you think? Rather than doing it inline?
I'd want it inline, I think. That way you can easily admin when you're on your phone if you just have the big screen chat enabled, or the standalone chat.
I'm not thinking of phone shit at all for this.
Well, why wouldn't you do it in chat? Isn't chat the natural place to do chat?
I know, but I just like having like a page with all of my admin shit right there.
Well, yeah, you're going to have...
Inline.
What do you mean? Like what?
What do you mean like what?
Well, I mean, I wire for some of those. But I think chat administration should be done in chat. Things that are outside of that, like, I don't even know what type of administration would happen. Like moving a user from like for instance, let's say you wanted to move Dunebug from existing user group of just nothing into Notable, right? Then you would have to go into the members admin panel, which you sign into, which is under your actual administration panel. But then again, it's possible you can do that from chat as well. Click on his name, move to user group, there you go, and that'd be done right there. That's possible.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, so I just need to add that needs to be worked on a little bit.
How important are those custom user groups, by the way?
I like them. You can put people's names and shit to set apart like special users, VIP, Notable, and all that. No.
How many do you have?
A decent amount. I mean, Aaron, I don't know why Lord Lynx got it. I met you at TwitchCon, didn't I? You're a broadcaster? I don't know how he got Notable, though, but good job. I remember you from TwitchCon, buddy. Yeah, I do. Yeah, there he is. Or, I'm sorry, not TwitchCon. No, yeah, TwitchCon. TwitchCon 2 years ago, not this most recent year. But, yeah, I've got a few. But, yeah, it's good to give it to people so they stand out, just so people know who it is, right? Because how many times would you want to deal with, like, for instance, like, somebody shows up and their name is Cats in chat, right? And somebody's like, is that really Cats? Is that really Cats? Like, with the verified, like, user thing, you don't have to think about it, you know? Like, that really is him, you know, instantly.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, I guess you've probably only given it out to a few people, but in the same part, like you might want to give, like, let's just take an example. Would you not, and I'm going to use Hadri as an example here. Would you not give, or have the thought cross your head, you would not give Hadri Notable because you knew that would mean you would no longer get T4 status?
Yeah, I don't think... I try not to tie Notable to like donation levels. If you wanted to create special badges,
let's say he did something fucking amazing, right? Uh-huh. Would you? I imagine the thought would cross your mind, like, this is worthy of Notable, and he should have it. He's like Mr. Milton, like would be an example. If he donated a lot to you, would you give him Notable, or would the thought cross your mind, like, if I fucking do this, I'm literally going to cost myself $40 a month by doing it? And then
because then they won't have to do something else to stand out.
So perhaps get rid of custom user groups, instead have like a verified badge, almost, or something along those lines, an additional badge or some sort of different standout thing. Because I don't want to stop people from using this functionality because they worry about losing revenue. Asking the important questions here. Oh, but dude, that whole badge stacking thing, those are in the loot box options.
Okay. Like
you can have like an additional badge slot, but you need to have a badge to go in. Oh, there's so many. These loot boxes are going to be fucking off the hook. I'm waiting to get to that page. You tell me there. I'm really excited.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's there, dude. It's behind the 2.0 wall.
No, loot boxes are going in. Oh, too excited about it. That's the real shekels.
Okay. I'm just going to leave this admin page shut up for now. And we'll work on this later. Okay, so features available to streamers. Sub-only mode, ability to set level of subscriber that can talk, or even fully configurable sub-only modes. Obviously, the streamer has to have the ability to ban. I've got format as just ban user, time and hours, and then reason given for bans.
Do you have options right now in chat? Can you click on a name and go to ban and then set the time, or do you literally have to type like
I have to type it in. It's pretty, shitty.
Okay, so I want to have that stuff in line. For every option that you have to type for, I want to have all those things.
Yeah, of course, buttons, right, yeah.
Yep.
The bans should automatically be logged to a backend list that can be checked by either moderators or the streamer themselves, right? To be able to.
We have to determine what a moderator can and can't do as well.
Yeah. Ban users should still be able to connect. I think banned people should be able to connect and read chat. I don't know why that's set up on my chat. That seems really dumb. That if you're banned, you can't read chat.
I don't know about that.
Why? Why not? Let's say you do something retarded and I ban you. Why? Like, all you'd have to do is log out and then you'd be able to view it anyway, or go on a VPN. I don't know. It just seems dumb. Why take it so somebody can't even read chat?
Well, I thought you got IP banned. If you get IP banned, right?
Yeah, but I just don't understand why you wouldn't let somebody read chat.
I mean, I guess if they have it on screen, you can kind of do it anyway.
Yeah, but that's shit.
Because don't you want to fuck with them? They pissed you off. Now fuck you. I know you want to watch me. It's gonna be difficult.
Well, I think it encourages like bad behavior, because now they've got a higher opportunity to get onto a VPN and shit. Like oftentimes, like the goal of banning somebody, okay, is to remove their presence from chat. But like whether or not they can read chat, I mean, like now we're getting into like retribution. U.S.
Well, are we rehabilitation or punishment here?
It's not about rehabilitation. It's just like, okay, you got banned from chat because I don't want you to type more. I mean, like we could have like a separate command for like community removal tool or something. But I just don't see the point of keeping somebody from reading chat. It just seems like a pointless meme. I don't know.
All right, fuck it. Yeah. It's not important.
I also and then going on with that, I think all bans should just be IP bans. I don't know why these are differentiated in features. If you get banned, it should be an IP ban.
Yeah, that's the only way to do it. But yeah, I think having very extended IP bans is a bad idea as the site grows. Well, I mean, I guess it's if IP bans are tied to the specific account, like if they're all your bans are just tied to you, so I don't give a fuck. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I was saying, like when you have a huge community, if Twitch did IP bans and you're banned from everyone, that would be a fucking
of course,
like 6 months from now.
Yeah, sure. Can we get like user agreements to do like Mac bans? Is that possible, or is that really?
No.
Okay. Nuking. I like nuking in my chat. That should remain. The ability to ban multiple users for using a specified word or phrase. We should have some basic scripting built into this, which can be decided later. And then you should have the ability to unnuke people, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
I think shadow banning is an essential tool. I'm really upset that I can't do it. I think we should have the ability to shadow ban people.
When people see it on chat, when you like shadow ban them,
they would have to be looking out like really hard for it. But I guess they could. I don't know like how often the average person like types in a chat and then looks on stream to see if their chat message is appearing. But even if it did, it would take them longer to notice it, which serves its purpose, right? Like everybody that's shadow banned from anything is able to tell eventually that they're shadow banned, but then it's just an extra step they've got to go through.
So why not tie bans to shadow bans?
Because
when are you gonna shadow ban someone and not ban them?
Shadow banning is really malicious. So shadow banning are people that I literally want them to kill themselves. Banning is like, okay, so you come into chat and say that you come into chat and you're like, hey, Destiny, like you're really fucking bad at League. I'm way better. And then I'm like, well, link your op GG. And he's like, oh, well, I'm actually sober. It's like, okay, you're getting the 6-hour ban, right? Shadow ban is like somebody comes into chat and it's like, hey, didn't your dad die because you raped dogs? And they're just trying to say shit and spam it to get a rise out of you. These types of people are likely to create multiple accounts to come back and do this over and over again. I've dealt with people like this in my community. The ability to shadow ban somebody like that
All right, fine.
is really good. Yeah, so that they don't know that that everyone else can't see their messages. It'll take them a little bit longer to realize, and then they.
I'm just thinking about doing all this in a click menu. So when you click someone's name on the chat, I want those options that come up there like in a drop down. You know what I mean? That's all I'm thinking.
Oh
about
yeah, so you don't want to spam it out. Sure, I understand. Shadow banning is really important though. I like that feature. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Smart filter. Oh, this is just the filter that I specified earlier in our chat page. This needs to exist in some form on our back end. We'll figure out how to deal with that. I guess that'll be left up to the devs, what they think the best. If you're a chatter, so obviously your username should highlight. I like that. Autocomplete for emotes and usernames on like tab or something. The ability to push up and to access recently sent chat messages.
You know, one thing, I don't know if other people would like this, but I thought it'd be pretty cool for new people who don't know the names of all the emotes. So it would be interesting if there's a little tiny section above your chat box that had your most recent emote used, right? So you could just click one when you're typing a message, input in.
Wait,
like, have you ever seen like what's a good example? Like, for instance, so your most recent emotes would appear just on a little box right above chat, and you could just easily tap one instead of having to type it up, and it would just fill it in for you. Like iMessage does this for you with the...
I think on mobile that could be okay, but not on PC. Like, why would I ever, like, if I want to type in, like, Peppo, I just type in P-E-P-O and
for new people who don't know them, I guess, or the most used emotes could just be a click there, I guess. There's some services that do it. I know iMessage does it. I think they're...
I feel like you can already just hover an emote to see what it's called. I don't know if this needs to be...
All right, fuck it. Move on.
Press automatic. You should have an option to hide not safe for life, not safe for work messages, and then obviously your settings should be tied to your account. So if you log in on another computer or something, it's there, right? Or when you log out.
Wait, what do you mean an option to hide not safe for work stuff? Is that for the user or is that for us as an admin?
For the users. So if they don't want to see those links, they can just click the button and they don't see it.
Okay.
Right? No?
I don't think it's needed.
Well, it's just a nice little family-friendly option to have, okay?
I mean, it's a link. It's not an image in your face. Like,
yeah, no, but even so, some people don't want to just see them at all. I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal to add it, no?
I mean, because then you're just going to get... If people are really that serious, they're just going to start not attaching an SFW to it, right?
What? No, then they get banned. Or shadow banned. What?
Well, then what's the risk, I guess, if you're assuming everyone's going to do it, right? If they're going to tag it.
I wouldn't assume everyone would do it. Just some people don't want to see not safe. How many? Okay, hold on. Let me ask how many people in chat use that feature right now. Okay.
That's already built? You can hide not safe for work stuff?
Yeah, but I don't know how many people know the feature exists. Yes,
Where is
no, I didn't know the feature existed. It's just under your settings thing.
Oh my god, all these options.
Yeah.
What is increased visibility of tagged users?
Increased visibility of tagged users. Hover. Oh, it doesn't say anything. I don't know. Let's check. I don't know. What the fuck does that mean? Really makes you think, doesn't it?
I don't know, man. It's weird.
Increased visibility of tagged users. Oh, /tag.
I wonder how many people knew about that.
Oh. Do you see it? Tag me. You ready? Type in /tag and then Destiny. Did you do it?
All right. Yes, I did it. Now what?
Hold on.
Hilarious.
See how you got me highlighted so it like shows up?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Amazing.
amazing. I don't know.
I really love that you did the whole Echo meme too, because it's really just I love seeing it every day.
This is what it now. You know what it's like to be a discouraged minority. You're starting to feel the pain, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
How many people knew about that tagged feature? Probably fucking no one.
I just found out about it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Okay, I'll get rid of this, I guess, for now. Features available to viewer. General chat display. All features available that don't necessitate logging into an account, I guess. I don't know, just for random non-log people to watch chat, I guess. And then we need a sophisticated logging system with functionality similar to Overrussell logs. And we might even bring them in-house, maybe. Do you think? Or
we're definitely bringing them in-house. Okay. Absolutely. And each streamer should be able to determine if they want to enable or disable logs.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think it should be enabled for everybody with no opt-out.
Nope, I disagree.
Why?
Because I think it's up to the fucking person who owns the website to decide.
So, this is a philosophy thing. I feel like if you're typing something on the internet, you should always expect everything to be logged. And that should be the way that you always function. So for instance,
and you can go that without making it easier. Like, for instance, when I streamed, I delete all the VODs immediately and everything like that. My Twitter, actually, I only keep usually only a running 20 tweets. That's me. I know that's rare, right?
Sure.
But I'm saying...
what's to keep me from logging somebody else's chat if they've got logging turned off? What's to keep me from just logging their chat?
Effort, I guess. And
but the effort is trivial. Look how many people Overrussell logs log.
Yeah, but that's a service that you can stop if we want to. You could block Overrussell logs.
Me? No, how? No, I couldn't.
Yeah, you can. You just fucking IP ban their server. That's the end of it.
IP ban their server?
Yes, they make requests to your chat, and that's how they get the information. They're connected.
They make requests to the chat? I thought they just have a bot and they're logging all the information.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You could ban that bot, and that's the end of the log.
Yeah, but that's just a single account. They could just run it under a different account, no?
Then you could ban that account. I mean, it depends how big you are, but if you're
but the problem is I would never know. If I go through this list of users, how am I ever going to know which one is Overrussell logs?
Because you just come into your chat at a fucking random time when there's probably only 5 people online. You can kind of narrow it down. All I'm saying is I'm big with the allow me to turn on or turn off logging. I don't want that to be... Yeah, I
understand what you're saying. I'm big on you need to have a realistic expectation of what's going to happen online and that your shit should always be logged.
It will always be logged. It's just you won't be able to go to Overrussell logs and view it or anything.
People are saying you need logs for legal reasons. Are they talking
about
That's
bullshit. No. I just think it should be an option. The type of people that will use the logs, I think it's usually going to be maliciously. In a way, it'll happen sometimes where it's positive to you, but I think usually it's going to be things that are negative, like people quoting things that you said 6 months ago to kind of get back at you. And yes, it's possible that other people could log this stuff, right? But it's unlikely. Do you think that if someone else set up a nefarious logging system, that would still be there from 6 months or a year ago? No, but yours sure as shit is. That's why I think it should be an option.
So do we have the option for the streamer to opt out of it, or just the option for it to be viewable?
Viewable. So you can always turn it back on, and all of your logs will be there from the past.
Harton.
This has to be there.
Wait, it will be there from the past?
Yeah, it always logs. It's just if it's in as an admin.
So it's always logging. So it is always logging.
Yeah, but only you can read it. Users can't read it.
That's what I want. Yeah, okay. As long as I got the data, Harton, I'm okay with that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
From reading. Okay. Yeah. All right, there we go. Okay.
So only you have the logs. You know what I mean? That's the good shit.
Yeah, that's right. Along with those IPs and OAuth information.
Okay, so no.
Sorry, keep going. What were you saying?
The setting is for publicly viewing.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna bring in my dev and talk to him real quick before we talk about the Overrussell features. I don't know if that's appropriate to talk about here in the.
No, you can bring him in.
It would be here.
Because I want to ask about the possible integrations as well.
Okay. Machine learning bans? Oh, shit. Okay. We're streaming, so don't fuck this up, okay?
What up, G?
What's up?
Nothing much. Your shit's really, really close. I mean, I would say that it's going to ship sometime this week.
Okay.
I hear you're commoditizing your platform.
Yeah, that's the goal, but it's not mine. It's not what I have right now, but we're rebuilding it pretty much. Yeah, and with the attempt to sell it. Yeah.
What? How does that play into the chat? I mean, is the chat going to use the same API and everything?
Oh, don't worry about your shit. I'm still not fully sure that I'm actually moving over to what's being built, so that it's not relevant to you at the moment. Although that could be a future conversation if you're interested.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think it's a killer idea. Like, it has a very Amazon-y vertical integration type of thing to me. Like,
hell yeah.
Build something that works well internally, start selling it.
Yeah, and then provide vertical features to support it or whatever, right? Yeah.
Well, how do you plan on implementing it? Are you talking like an automated portal, or are you going to have like manual setup for each client?
So no, hell no. You're talking about something like Wix or Squarespace, right? Where they basically come.
No. So like my thinking is, so if somebody comes in, they want to sign up for this shit, they're going to have to type in, this is my domain name, this is all of my branding and all my icons and shit, upload all of that.
Yep.
And then my thinking is that it would automatically deposit like a Docker container or something. And then that can run on, your cluster of servers.
And we got Slugolisk is handling all this stuff for us.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's a good idea.
Cool, me too. And hard to
So one thing I wanted to talk about is licensing for the app. How do you want to handle that?
I was thinking about just being a massive cuck and just, he's talking about the mobile app, and just open sourcing everything as like my way of giving back to the community if somebody else wants to build something like this. I'm talking about this is my money, Harkin. Fuck you. Do you want to come in on this?
First off, that's going to be property of mine.
Oh my fucking God.
This is my mobile app that I'm paying for my site. This has nothing to do with our side idea right now.
Well, then we're going to have to rebuild it. I'm not using fucking open source shit.
Can I give you my bullshit opinion for whatever it's worth? Okay, I'm a very, very, very open source oriented guy, okay? To me, it's a very you can't take the sky away from me kind of thing. Because if something is open source, you know exactly what it's doing on your hardware. You're free to learn from, modify, and redistribute it. And, essentially, you're not bound by a bunch of bullshit. To me, that's the way to do it, because everything on the internet, everything software oriented is all based on free information. You used a bunch of free information to build it, but you don't want to share any of that wealth when you build something out of that and potentially create something that's new and valuable. I just don't understand it, especially with the way you want to commoditize this platform. Most of these guys, like Ghost Blog, for instance, they make it such that it is free to use on your own equipment. If you can figure out how to fucking download it and set it up for your own equipment, fine. However, if you want to host it on their equipment, have their professional support and everything, then you pay monthly. For something like your platform, I think that's absolutely the way to do it.
Okay, wait, hold on, because I need to differentiate. Are we talking about just the mobile app right now, or are you extrapolating to the entire like software as a service idea?
I'm talking about the mobile app specifically, but I mean all of it. Like, holy fuck. Like, to me, I'm a very open source guy. Like, it makes the most sense. I'm sure Harkin's going to give some, like, fucking security through obscurity type of argument, but I think that's bullshit. Any company that actually wants security and something to be well built sucks up their fucking pride, open sources it, and let everybody shit on it on the internet and submit pull requests and actually make it a better product. That's the right way to do it.
So I mean, I can give you like, I guess like a personal, I guess more maybe an emotional counter argument for the most part.
This is a fucking communist answer.
Yeah, so like here
it's a communist answer. You can make money off of open source software. Okay. Every single embedded hardware is running entirely open source software. Your fucking modem from Comcast is running entirely open source software. Okay, they're making money off of it. They're extending it. Fucking, if you go open up your modem and you go to like the licensing page, it's going to tell you, this uses curl and this uses Linux. This is the Linux kernel version that it's using. Here's all the licenses. We're extending it and we're shipping it to you.
For modem stuff, isn't there a lot of proprietary stuff built up on top of that?
Yes, there is proprietary stuff, but here's how that works. So with Linux, generally speaking, what you have are protected tokens in the kernel that you have to keep your shit GPL licensed to actually use. If you choose not to make it GPL licensed, then you basically lose access to a bunch of syscalls and whatnot. The thing of it is that there's a difference between selling or giving somebody open source software and running open source software on your own equipment. And an example that people always use is the arcade machine argument. If I had an arcade machine that ran open source software, I don't have to provide anybody with anything. They don't have to know where any of the source code is, what the licensing is, anything, because they're essentially renting use of that arcade machine. If I sold somebody an arcade machine, then I would have to provide them with all of the source code that came with it.
What are your main arguments against open sourcing at Harkton? I'm curious now.
We're not fucking doing it, or you can find a new fucking business partner right there.
Well, I'm curious. What are your arguments?
He's right here. Hey, Steven. He's right here. Oh my God. He's right the fuck here. Holy shit.
Wait, no. Well, I'm curious from the arguments from both sides.
So I don't want to do open source because it creates a huge competitive advantage for someone else to come in and compete with us. There's no barrier to entry for someone like an Athene to say, hey, you know what? That's a good idea. I'm going to do that. No, fuck that. I want you to have to code and create everything from scratch if you want to compete with us. Absolutely.
Can I, just to piggyback on Harkton's point there, so like, let's say there's a ton of streamers right now that want, so this might sound selfish, but let's say there are a lot of streamers that really want a mobile app like what I'm doing, or a couple big ones that do, right? And I have my mobile app. I mean, why would I front all of this cash out initially to have it built, and then for them to just copy that and then change a few pointers, and now all of a sudden they have it? Like, I guess I would feel kind of a little ripped off. That, I guess, to piggyback on Harkton's comment.
Well, here's the way that I look at it. Mm-hmm. And this is the argument that's been going around in circles for the past 2 decades, especially in like the enterprisey world, where everybody wants to say, oh, we have to keep everything closed source because it makes it more secure, and everybody else is going to steal our stuff and make money off of it. That's yes and no, because you are selling the engineering work to actually provide people with the service. You're not competing with people who would be able to develop it on their own, in my opinion.
What if, hold on, I'm going to mute the stream for a second and ask an important question. Oh, just, you know. Anyway, yeah, so that's where the Bitcoin miner, I think, definitely fits in.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding. So let me just summarize so that I understand both arguments, okay? Because I'm half the business partner here, okay? And my decision is important, Harkton. I need you to respect it. No, I'm just kidding. So Harkton is essentially saying that if we open source the project, we lose a major part of our competitive edge, and that we're doing a ton of initial investment that we're essentially donating to other people for free, and that that should be a massive disincentive for doing our platform. Like, why not just let somebody else do all this work then? We don't want anybody to rip our shit off. We're not donating to the community as a charity project. That's essentially your argument, right, Harkton?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Bullshit Patrol's argument is he's saying that our true competitive advantage doesn't lie in the source code itself, that the source code is immaterial, that if anybody else wanted to, they would be able to do it. But the vision and the founders behind it and the dev team working it and the service that we'll be providing is something that's more essential than the code itself. So open sourcing the code is trivial and can only serve as a benefit because other people have the opportunity to contribute and find bugs and whatnot. And it gives us a little bit of credibility because we can't sneak in any proprietary fuckery. That's essentially what you're saying, right? The Bullshit Patrol?
Yes.
Okay, so what's the right answer then?
Who are you asking?
Well, I don't know. It seems like we're trying to settle like an age-old debate on open source versus proprietary.
Well, it is an age-old debate, and I mean, I don't know if you want to call it bias or not, because I've been involved with software for a very long time. It's always been interesting to me. I don't see it as bias. Like, I have a very educated opinion about this, you know, as somebody who does make money in software.
Well, I mean, really Harkton does as well. He's not like a total noob. I mean, like Harkton is.
Yeah, I know he does too. I mean, but I'm just saying that everything that I do revolves around embedded Linux, full stack development, all this shit. In the embedded Linux world, even there's no intrinsic value to you know, sheltering and coveting and any of that shit, because somebody's paying you for the development work of getting something working on a specific piece of hardware. And if somebody comes along, you can think of this the same way for your platform. Somebody is paying you for the engineering, the tech support, the server setup, all of that shit. They don't know how to do that, and they don't care, you know?
I'm just looking at this from a benefit analysis, right? Downsides, upsides, if you will, right? So what is the benefits of doing open source stuff? The benefit is that it's possible that you'll have developers who want to contribute on your platform and make changes. Okay, that is the benefit. I don't think.
No. Well, can I give a personal example? I want to give a personal example real quick too. Like, there have been major security issues that have been discovered on my chat before, and Dash, I think, was in chat. He can comment if he wants to. I'm pretty sure he was actually able to fix those because he had access to the code. Like, I think Dash actually found the flaws, disclosed them responsibly to us, and then gave us the exact fixes that needed to be made because he had access to that code. I think Dash is in chat. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Yeah, so people can work on the code if they otherwise don't.
Yeah, okay, yes, and. So that's the pragmatic argument. Then you have like the fucking Richard Stallman, Linus Torvalds argument of information wants to be free. You can't take the sky from me. You should be allowed to know exactly what's running on your hardware. You should be able to learn from it, extend it, you know, do whatever the hell you want on your own, even make money from it on your own.
These don't work on Harkton. You got to hit it from a different point of view.
Well, fucking, I don't know what to tell you. Ideological arguments are very important. And I don't.
Harkton's Jewish. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. That was really racist. No, but I think Harkton is looking at this solely from a business point of view. So the arguments to sway him would have to be business oriented. He doesn't care about spreading knowledge to the community or anything like that. I think those are cool things, but
don't fucking put this all on me. That's a stupid fucking idea. All right, listen. Okay, look, there's parts of this that we can make open source as they will serve the community. Like, we want to have a very scalable API where people can interact with it. That's fine. I want to put out full documentation and let people do that stuff. But our core service, so that anyone else who, if we start having success, someone else can really start competing with us. Because I want to put it this way. When you make our platform open source, what you do is you make what we do and to compete with us, instead of it just being a technical challenge, all it becomes at that point is a marketing challenge, right? So then instead of someone like, okay, let's take like a guy like Lyric or PewDiePie or any of these really big streamers, if they decide that they want to get into this, it's no longer, okay, we have to build all this shit. I need to have the technical knowledge to do it. I got to put the team together. It's no longer that. It's just like, I need to be a better marketer. And those guys, in a lot of cases, will be better marketers than us. So I want to keep the barrier down. I see so many downsides and just like the upside of, oh, some people might help work on the code. I'm paying motherfuckers to work on the code.
Okay,
we got dedicated people.
Let me make 2 points. First of all, something that HBGS Wolf is saying in chat several times that I think is really important is the fact that closed source software dies in a few years when something open source comes along. And that's a really, really good point. And that's the way it always tends to work. Closed source software.
Like, can you give an example of that? Like, operating systems are still
fucking LibreOffice.
What the fuck?
The world's shittiest fucking Office program known to me.
No, but isn't Microsoft Office still like the most used?
Okay, then let's go for libraries. Think about open source software libraries, for instance. Why would anybody use the closed source paid option when there's an open source option available? Yeah, once an open source guy comes along, all it takes is one.
Is comparing libraries for software dev really the same as like actual products?
XSplit and OBS. XSplit and OBS.
That's a good example. Although XSplit is really shit.
Yeah, XSplit was closed source. OBS is not. That's why it's shit.
Hey, why isn't Discord open source?
Discord is a really new program, to be fair.
Okay, what about TeamSpeak and Ventrilo?
Those programs are dead.
Okay, so like, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that like when you it's not possible to be competitive, right? So like Chrome
actually, yeah. To go on to Harkton's thing, web browsers or even better. Why isn't there an open source like chat program yet? Everybody complains about Skype. People have qualms even with Discord. Why is there no open source chat program?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I imagine that it's because chat is heavily commoditized and there's really nothing that you bring to the table other than the features you overlay on it. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, firstly, this conversation
People are saying IRC. That's not what he's talking about. He's talking about like actual services, hosted services.
Yeah, not like the little plain text fucking chat room bullshit. Okay, so firstly, this whole conversation is technically irrelevant because the Bullshit Patrol, you're not even part of this project, so fuck you, firstly. Secondly, no, I'm just kidding. Secondly, this is something we can probably determine at a future date, I think, right, Harkton?
Well, can I make one more point that I was ready to say? Okay. Come on. Yeah, the other thing is that think about it pragmatically. So Harkton says somebody's going to come along, wrap your bullshit up, and resell it. Think about that pragmatically. If it's GPL license, GPL is like the fucking plague. It means anybody that takes GPL code and repackages it also has to make all their shit GPL license if they distribute that source code. So think about it from the perspective of somebody that's taking the shit. Do they really want the media shitstorm on fucking Reddit of everybody like fucking saying, oh, this guy just stole all the fucking Destiny shit? It's never gonna happen, dude. Never in a million years is somebody gonna have that happen.
Well, but if they offer it with better features, why not? Or better marketability.
Then we fucking build up the features just as fast as they do. Like, I mean, that's what promotes the competition.
Harkton's argument, well, yeah, but you're talking competition from somebody that we were trying to be a monopoly. You're talking some like free market shit, and we're talking like we want to monopolize the industry. So you
can merge their fucking changes back in. Literally, you could take their changes and merge it back in. Like, holy shit.
So maybe what you're talking about might be better for the end user, but not necessarily better for the company. So the problem. What Harkton's worried about is that we go through all of this work to figure out all of this groundwork. We get a deliverable in like 3 or 4 months, and we finally have like a decent product, and then we start to market that. But then what happens is, let's say Team TSM or a large esports team looks at what we've done, and they're like, this has always been kind of a good idea. They've got all the groundwork done. Fuck it. We're just going to repackage this, and now using our marketability, we're going to resell their idea. And we have way more outreach. There's no possible way they can compete with us on that idea. So what we've essentially did is we've put in all the hard groundwork for them, because maybe before they're like, yeah, that's kind of a good idea, but I don't know what features we want. I don't want to get a team together. I don't even know what, but now that all the that ground software work is done, it's just a matter of wrapping it, getting a designer, and then advertising it, right?
Okay, well, what if you only keep the client-side stuff open source? What if you keep all of the chat, the user-facing web interface, the app, all of that open source, and you have your server-side stuff that actually handles spinning up Docker containers, distributing it, all of that shit?
From a personal point of view, like if I was going forward alone on this and I didn't have Harkton, I like the idea of keeping everything closed and then listening to my devs. If I'm getting advice like, hey, like if we open source this, like open source as a feature rather than as a goal. So like, let's say that they say something like, hey, we could get a ton of awesome shit added if we open source this and let people design extensions for it. Like, oh, that's really cool. Then yeah, we open source that and do it. Or if there's something like, this is like something that's very difficult to manage, or it's very dependent on updates from other programs going forward, such that the maintenance is going to be difficult. Open sourcing this will provide a huge net benefit. I think that open sourcing, when you get like a tangible benefit, is a no-brainer. But yeah, just open sourcing everything, I can kind of empathize